Hi, I'm Shelley Wood, and this is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a pair of angel wings to fit modern Barbie, vintage Barbie, Queens of Africa dolls, and a number of other dolls in the 11.5-inch size range. And if you'd like to make the dress, you'll find that there is also a link in the description below to that tutorial and pattern. Now before we begin, go to shelleywood.com to download and print this free PDF sewing pattern. Use the pattern to cut out 4 felt wings. To make the wings flexible, I used chenille stems. Bend the chenille stem until it's teardrop shaped. Cross the ends. Wrap the ends around each other, winding them outward around the circle. Once they're wound around, they look like this. Reshape the circle into more of an oval. Sandwich the chenille stem between 2 wings. You'll have 4 felt wing shapes cut out, so you'll need to do this twice. Whip stitch around the chenille stem, following it all around the wing. Here's a close-up of this whip stitch. Try to keep the chenille stem in an oval shape as you stitch it in place. Here's a video showing you how I stitched this. So if you need help with the whip stitch, I do have a tutorial for that. Just look in the description below this video on YouTube for my other whip stitch tutorial. Next, use silver thread to whip stitch all the way around the outer edges of each wing. I'm using silver cotton embroidery thread, but you could use embroidery floss for this. This will enclose the chenille stem inside the wing. When you get to the bottom of the wing, where the edges are sort of jagged, you can stop stitching. We still need to close off this opening though. I used my silver thread to do a back stitch between each feather that I've cut. These embroidered stripes create a feathered look to the wing's edge. See what I mean? Now if you need help with the back stitch, again, look in the description. Follow all of these steps for each of the 2 wings. Next, I'll show you how to attach elastic so your doll can wear the wings. I'll be using elastic by the yard 1/8 inch elastic. There's a link to elastic by the yard below as well. Wrap the elastic around your doll's bosom 2 times and cut it at the end of this double wrap. In other words, it will look like this. Okay, so I take some elastic and I wrap it around her twice, and I apologize for the nude Barbie. Hopefully we're mature enough we can handle that. But I'm just wrapping it around, checking to see, are we a close fit? We do want a pretty close fit for this. You don't want it to be too snug, but you do want it to have a slight overlap. There we go. And now I'm ready to cut it with my craft scissors. So it will wrap around her twice, just like that. Lay your wings out on a cutting mat. You don't want them any farther than about 2 centimeters apart. Fold your elastic at the middle and wind it until the ends meet the middle fold. Stitch the cut ends to the middle fold. I recommend making several stitches just so you have good stability. When your stitches are done, make a figure 8. Pin the top and bottom of the figure 8 to the wings. Here's a closer look at my pinned figure 8. Okay, so I did find it easiest to do this with the wings sideways. Just a little tip there, and there we go. Stitch the figure 8 to the wings near the center of the figure 8. Stitch top left and lower left to the left wing. Stitch the lower right quadrant and the upper right quadrant to the right wing. Remove your straight pins and you're ready to try the wings on a doll. Here's how I put my wings on my doll. I thought about this and I figured you would need a little bit of guidance for that. So I just wrapped it around her bosom, top and bottom, and then I slipped her into the dress. And again, I have free patterns for making the dress. It's actually a simpler tutorial than you might think, so you'll see a link in the description for that. For more free printable PDF sewing patterns, for making doll clothes to fit dolls of many shapes and all different sizes, please remember to visit my website, shelleywood.com. What if there was an easy way to take a big doll pattern and resize it to fit a little doll, or vice versa? I'm Shelley Wood, the doll clothing designer, and in my pattern alteration class, I'm going to share with you my resizing formula. But don't worry, you don't have to be really good at math to learn how to take a pattern you already own and make adjustments to that pattern so it will fit a different doll. And that's just one feature of pattern alterations. In my class, you'll also learn how to shorten and lengthen a pair of pants, and how to turn a pair of pants into shorts, or how to widen them at the waist, and even how to lengthen the inseam for taller dolls. We'll also learn how to adjust a skirt, making skirts that are more full or less full for a totally different look, and I'll show you how to create a gusset for a dress bodice, and how to design your own waistband for a skirt based on your doll's measurements. I'll walk you through the steps to several different pattern alterations, teaching you how to lengthen and shorten shirt sleeves, and how to make felt prototypes before you finalize your pattern. Regardless of the size or shape of the doll you enjoy sewing for, altering your patterns will help you turn your creative ideas for making original doll clothes into a variety of patterns for making shirts, pants, shorts, skirts, and dresses. I invite you to join me. We are going to have so much fun.